I'm glad we didn't get any singing while we did the interview.
Yay! What's up, guys? This
Hello.
is Aperture 115, and I am here with voice actress extraordinaire Erin Fitzgerald.
Hi, guys. I'm really good, actually. We're here at Tulare Sci-Fi Con.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a lot of noise in the background. We apologize. But convention, what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? So,
exactly.
How's Tulare Sci-Fi Con so far?
It's been amazing. Everybody here is super friendly and super nice, and I'm here raising money for the To Make a World a Better Place Children's Foundation, and so far it's been going really well. So I'm very grateful. Thank you, Tulare.
Awesome. So, my first question is, how long have you been acting professionally?
I have been a professional actor since I left university, which was around age 24. I got a Bachelor of Fine Arts at the University of Victoria. I mean, I'd been acting before then. I've been acting since I was a little kid, but I didn't get paid for it. And then I moved to Vancouver, the big city, and I became a professional on-camera actor and print ad actor, that kind of weird stuff. And from there, I discovered that I'm not an on-camera actor. I'm really a character actor, and on-camera was much too limiting for what I do as a cuckoo crazy person. And I discovered animation, and that was before video games had voices, so it kind of built from there. So I've been doing it for over 20 years.
Oh, wow. All right. So, my second question would be, with Persona 5 coming out, can you describe your experience getting to work on Persona 4?
Persona 4 was amazing. I wasn't in the original game. Tracy Rooney was the original Chie. They were coming right out of Persona 3, so the original Persona 4 game was a little bit darker in tone, and then they realized that that's not where they wanted to go. So with Persona 4 Golden, they got to recreate it the way they intended with this new kind of lighter energy that Persona 4 carries. And Persona 5 is definitely going back to the darker P5 kind of placement. So I was really lucky because I'm happy to be in the lighter, happier kind of like Scooby-Doo version of the Persona franchise. So I really loved it. I had a great time.
Awesome. And my next question is, okay, so you got to work on one of my favorite shows as a kid, Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Yeah.
I mean, Naz and
May Kanker. Yeah.
What was it like getting to work on that show?
It was insane. It was the first animation audition I ever did. And it was for a network that didn't exist yet. It was this new idea of playing cartoons 24/7, Cartoon Network. And it was a 6-month audition process. It was really crazy. And Danny, who was the creator of the series, was really very particular and still is. And he's a real taskmaster, but it was so worth it. It was so much fun with the talent and everybody on that team. It was insane. That was an insane experience. It was brilliant. It was really cool. Yeah.
So, what makes your job as a voice actress interesting compared to other careers?
I don't know. I've never had another career, so that's a really weird question. I'm an actor. I've been an actor. My whole life I've been an actor. I don't know what another career would feel like, so I don't know if it's interesting. I know that the things that from other people, like my job is kind of like being a self-employed contractor. You're constantly on the hustle for new jobs. You're constantly being rejected and told that you're not good enough or that you're going to be replaced. There's a lot of negativity that you have to stand up against, and you have to hold your own in, and you have to trust your own abilities and ignore the people that aren't interested in what you do and focus on the people that are interested. And that's similar to being a self-employed contractor. So I know that there are similarities. I don't know about the differences, really. I mean, obviously, my job isn't the kind where you get a paycheck every week. My job isn't the kind where I get, medical coverage unless I earn a certain amount of income every year through the union. I mean, that goes up and down. It's totally unpredictable. It's definitely an artist's life. So I have no idea what other people go through. Because that's not. I don't know.
All right. Well, and also, I kind of want to lead in. Most recently, you and Danielle McRae have been working on Waifus of Overwatch. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
I would love to. I have an addiction since last summer called Overwatch. You may have heard of it. I never played a first-person shooter game before, ever in my entire life, because my thumbs suck. I can't aim, and the whole first-person viewing, and I was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But the animation and the brightness of that first-person shooter really caught my eye. And the more people were posting screenshots, the more I was like, oh crap, I think I'm gonna have to try this game. And I did, and luckily my friend Danielle, who was in Skullgirls with me, she already was playing it, so I had someone that I could play with, and I started out with Zenyatta, who was super chill and has the lines that, like, if you screw up, you can do it, very, very supportive, loving lines, like, pain is your excellent teacher. So I was like, okay, Zenyatta's coaching me through to keep at it, because I was so bad. Every character I played was like I was inebriated drunk. It was, I kept looking at the ceiling or the floor or the ceiling, and I'm like, I can't shoot anybody. All I see is floor ceiling. This is really hard. But the more I played it, the more in love I became, the more the characters, the female characters in that game are amazing in terms of diversity, range of ages. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. But that's not what attracted me to it. It just so happened to be a byproduct of its awesomeness because Blizzard is genius. And I also happen to know majority of the voice actors in the game, so it just made sense that with the ridiculous amount of time Danielle were playing that game every day, like 5 hours, like I get on at like 5 in the afternoon, and the next thing we know, we're like, oh my god, it's 10 p.m. already. I'm like, we need to do something with all of this Overwatch knowledge. I feel like I'm playing hooky and I'm wasting my life's time. We got to do something productive. We got to do something out of this, or I'm going to feel guilty. So we created a podcast, Waifus of Overwatch, to talk about basically all the characters, because there's one character I would not call my waifu, but everybody else is my waifu. Everybody. And I don't care if they're boys, I still call them waifus, because for me a waifu has no funny business interpretation. For me, waifu means character that I love so much. I just love them and I want to hug them and I want them to be my BFF forever and ever and ever and ever. That's what waifu means to me. Husbando is just too long a word to say. Sorry, husbando. It's just too much. Delete husbando. Just waifu. Waifu for everybody. Everybody waifu. Waifu for you. Waifu for you. Everybody gets to be a waifu. Yay! And so we started out, we have a squad of people we play with online, and so we have some squad casts where we get to talk with the squad members, and then others are just actual conversations with the actual actors from Overwatch, because we have that kind of which has been ridiculous. And I would love to call them interviews, but you can tell I'm a little chatty, and I kind of like jump on everybody, and I'm too enthusiastic, and I'm like, this is not much of an interview, it's me talking at the, it's terrible, I'm terrible, but if you're really interested in seeing it, it's so much fun. We love it so much, and we have a website, and now it's like playing on SoundCloud and iTunes, and we're just, it's a passion. It's totally, that for me, that is where all my fandom is, where me as a fan, it's all about Overwatch. I'm a huge Overwatch fan. It's weird that I'm in all the other Blizzard titles, and I kind of love that I'm not in Overwatch, because then it's kind of like a clean fandom for me. It's very clear and separated, which is kind of cool. Thanks for asking about that. I'm very proud of that.
I'm actually, what has been your favorite interview so far? I mean, I just talked about it with Danielle. Or so far it's been with McCree and Roadhog. What are yours?
Dang! Well, the very first one was with Darren DePaul, and he is my waifu. He was my first waifu. So I was very excited about Darren DePaul, and we just, Diva's interview was super exciting because Charlotte is such a great individual, and Anjali Bhamani, who plays Symmetra, also super exciting. And then just the fact that we got to do Symmetra and Lucio, and we did it as the Valentine's Day package of waifu love. I was super proud of that, but yeah, I do not have a preference, because Keith Silverstein, come on, that was a great interview. Torby! And Matt Mercer, like the fact that he had any time, like that's the busiest person I know. I barely see him in like social life at all anymore. So he even took the time to do that. That was like a really kind, because he didn't have to, but he did it anyway. What a sweet guy. Totally adore him. And Josh, who is Roadhog, that was brilliant, because we were all geeking out, because he's a game player too, and he streams on Twitch, and again, they're all my waifus. The only difficult thing I see happening in the future is if we were ever to secure an interview with May, because I have thrown so much salt at May. I don't know how that interview will go, because I will feel ashamed as an individual for the amount of salt I have thrown at May, where Danielle has thrown her love, which I condemn her for. But Yeah, so that's going to be an awkward moment if May would even, because if she sees anything, she'll be like, why would I do an interview with you? This chick just throws salt at me all the time. But you're a troll, May, an adorable troll. What are you going to do? I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. I know it.
All right, and also can you improv some lines that Naz and also I can't pronounce it. Your character from Persona 4.
Chie.
Chie. Can you
Like Chia Pet, except with Chie.
Chie. All right.
Yeah.
Can you say some lines?
Hi, I'm Naz. What's with the style and clothes, Eddie? It's Customer Appreciation Day at the candy store, and they're giving away Jawbreakers for free. You gotta eat more meat. I'm just saying, don't break my Trial of the Dragon DVD, Yosuke. Oh! Don't think, feel. And I have to do May Canker too, because she doesn't want to be left out. I like boys. I want Ed to be my boyfriend.
Nice. And my final question is, where can fans follow you on social media, and do you have a website?
I do. Thank you for asking. I always forget to ask at the end of my interviews for that information. You're really good. At Erin Fitzgerald on Twitter. I spend a ridiculous amount of time on Twitter. Thank you. Thank you for that. Erin Fitz fan page on Facebook. ErinFitzBadass.com is the website you can get to. Erin Fitz Badass. Oh, and it's Erin Fitz Badass on Instagram, so that works out too. Yeah, so I think that's everything. And then the waifusofOverwatch.com for the website, and waifus of OW on Twitter if you want to check that out. And I think my Twitch is also Erin Fitzgerald. Oh, I stream my gameplay.
Nice.
Terrible gameplay. Totally not worth watching to see if I'm actually any good. Not that kind of... If you want to feel better about yourself as a gamer, then you watch my stream. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Erin, thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you, darling. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad we didn't get any singing while we did the interview.
Yay! All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next Aperture 115 video.
Mine, 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 mine. Never letting go, this purified. Take a look and feel the sunshine, still floating high. We sway in time. Your love is mine, mine, mine.